Hut.
No one has left the mansion, but I've heard nothing within. Denarius may know we're here. I wouldn't put it past him.
Who is this man?
I could stand to know a little more about this Denarius.
He is a magister of the Tevinter Imperium.
Oh, is that all? Nothing to worry about, then.
There, he is a wealthy mage with great influence. Here, he is but a man who sweats like any other when death comes for him.
Nothing like a prepared mage.
What's the worst that could happen?
I do not fear death. That does not mean we should be reckless.
I am not afraid of you, Denarius.
Maybe don't announce that we're here. Ah! Fireball. Oh my. Oh. I'm gonna be disgusted by the end of this. So gross. Fireball.
He sends spirits to do his fighting for him.
Denarius, can you hear me? Your pets cannot stop us.
Don't tempt him. He's a mage after all. Oh, you tempt him. Look what you did. God. One little mage. Psychic blast from my staff. What kind of damage is this? Oh, hey, a rage over demon. Even a rage demon can't help you. Chain lightning. Oh, I hit the dying one, of course. Oh, and I. Yeah. Awesome. Well, I've been paying attention to my health. Being a mage is so much fun. Ow. What the? Oh, what the? Jump scare. Oh, I can. Boom. And then, oh, go ahead. Lightning. What the? I already have a lot of gear. I was gonna say, demons! Freeze. Freeze. Wow. And his health. Fireball. For me. A little bit more. Thank you. Aw. Still fit. Oh no, I turned off my armor. Oh no. Ice. Don't mess with me. I'm a dangerous mage. Oh, I got a key. Or onward. What? Oh, hello. Fireball. Lightning. Traveling just kind of freezes.
gone. I'd hoped... No, it doesn't matter any longer. I assume Denarius left valuables behind. Take them if you wish. I need some air.
Whoa. Okay, let's leave here. We should go pick back up Carver.
It never ends. I escaped a land of dark magic, only to have it hunt me at every turn. It is a plague burned into my flesh and my soul. And now I find myself in the company of yet another mage. I saw you casting spells inside. I should have realized sooner what you really were. Tell me then, what manner of mage are you? What is it that you seek?
Is this a problem?
You have an issue with mages.
I have an issue with magic and those who are careless with it.
Not all mages are alike, or I'd be the first to act.
I imagine I appear ungrateful. If so, I apologize, for nothing could be further from the truth. I did not find Denarius, but I still owe you a debt. Here is all the coin I have, as Anso promised. Should you find yourself in need of assistance, I would gladly render it.
You would help a mage?
You didn't seem all that thrilled with me a moment ago.
You are not Denarius. Whether you are anything like him remains to be seen.
Tell me about Denarius.
You've said Denarius is a magister, but little else.
In Tevinter, the Magisters hold all the power. Over the Chantry, over the Imperial Court, over life itself. It is nothing for one to own a slave. Denarius had many, but none he valued so much as me.
But you escaped.
Then how did you get away?
Is it not enough that I did? I carved my path to freedom in blood. I left that life behind, yet his bounty hunters follow me no matter where I go. I will run no longer.
Why is Denarius after you?
Your old master must want something more than just a runaway slave.
He doesn't want me at all, just the markings on my skin. They are lyrium, burned into my flesh to provide the power that Denarius required of his pet. And now, he wishes his precious investment returned, even if he must rip it from my corpse.
That would hurt a lot.
I don't see that going very well for you.
Neither do I. The truth is, I know nothing of the ritual that placed these markings on me. It was Denarius's choice, one he now regrets.
What can you do?
I've seen some of your abilities. Do they come from those markings?
Some. All I know is that even in the Imperium, warriors such as myself are rare. Perhaps they believe I should feel honored.
Will the hunters return?
Do you think your master will keep chasing you?
He is too proud not to. Perhaps one day the hunt will cost him more than he is willing to pay, but I doubt that matters any longer.
I could use the help.
I'm planning an expedition I might need help with.
Fair enough. Should you ever have need of me, I will be here. If Denarius wishes his mansion back, he is free to return and claim it. Beyond that, I am at your disposal.
Maker takes you!
Chopping through. Too bad I have no stamina.
Bye.
Night lies. Direction to the Shallow Guard base. Shallow Guard. Got the barracks set up in Hightown, and Captain Kurth expects you for training. We won't give in to Blind Man if we don't do everything by the book. Show up or ship out, Perlard. For this area's boss fight, the barracks. Huh. I haven't seen this interior before. Captain. You don't look like a captain. double kill. Damn. Eric, please come in this room.
They're gonna kill me!
A bit of overkill on that guy. Man, Fenris is just tanking a boss. I'm gonna drink some lyrium. If I can do some of these. That's a lot of them coming in. Aw, chain lightning. Why don't you not work for me? We got this. Oh, it's just a name. It can't be like forewarning or anything. Not foreshadowing. Like, why is it called the Bone Pit?
This ground is cursed. Only wretched or ignorant souls would linger here.
Good thing we're the ladder. The Bone Pit Mines.
There's a foul
Okay, let's head down here. Wait, what's this?
I smell death.
You said that already, Fenris. Can't be any warning. Another warning.
Will I tell the tale of Flash
Oh.
Track?
Well, I mean, you should have done that before, like, I don't know, we killed them all today. Oh, I guess not all of them yet. Another dragon? Oh, that's not a dragon, that's like a... Yeah, that's a dragon. There's high dragons and then the Flemeth. I'm about to level up. There we go.
Price and Trusty, you came along. Them dragons would have sniffed me out for certain.
Hold on. What happened here?
I'll tell you what I can, but be a friend and keep your voice down. There's another dragon close by.
How did this happen?
Where'd the dragons come from?
We was mining a new tunnel when the wall collapsed, and dragons came through. It was a bloody slaughter. Scared out of my wits, I ran like my arse was on fire. It probably was, only I went the wrong way. Ended up trapped here.
Are there any other survivors?
Did anyone else manage to escape?
Some of my fellows ran for the surface. I hope they made it.
Run for your life.
You'd better get going. Try not to get eaten.
Don't have to tell me twice. You should leave too. But don't go that way. There's this huge dragon.
Another dragon, and larger. Not a threat we should leave behind.
I agree, Evelyn. We should deal with this threat. This is a small dragon. It's a mature dragon. Watch out! Watch as his hell will be. Okay, it probably doesn't do much. Oh, I got a new one. Okay, that's cool. This is way better than the first one. think that's a note. That might spell didn't work. But we got Dragon Fangs. Let's go. Let's go do that. Escape criminal, you say? That can't be good.
I hear you're in need of a bit of help.
Ah, so you're the reinforcements the magistrate promised. The man you're looking for, he's holed up in the ruins. Though I doubt he's still in one piece.
That bastard's to be brought in alive after all he's done? Just because it isn't you and your pretty little shemlin children he's after.
What do you mean? Pretty children?
Look at these guards. I doubt either of them has to worry about having pretty children.
That's not what I meant. The man you're after, he targets elves. He dragged my daughter into those ruins and killed her! I want him dead! My girl, Leah, she wasn't his first victim. Over the years, he's taken dozens of our children, and not once has he paid for his crimes.
And you are?
Would you mind telling me who you are?
My name is Elrin. I'm a merchant in the city. Please, no one else cares that our children are being slaughtered like beasts.
The fugitive is targeting elves?
Why only elves? Why not human children as well?
We're easy prey. No one thinks twice when an elven child disappears.
How does this go unnoticed?
There must be some humans who would take offense to these disappearances.
We're nothing to them. Even if this murderer does finally go before the courts, the magistrate won't take our word over his.
I'm not going to kill anyone.
I'm sorry about your daughter, but murdering this man outright is no solution.
No! Don't you understand? If you take him in, he'll be free again by nightfall.
You've so little faith in the law.
Unfortunately, I think he has total confidence in the law. That's the problem.
For all my damn coin, I'm still only an elf to these shellmen. There'll be no justice for my girl in the courts of Kirkwall.
What about your men here? What about you men here?
What do you say about all this?
Yes. What do you have to say?
They won't go in after him. They're stalling, trying to give the murdering bastard a chance to get away.
Oi now, elf. Like we said before, you're bleeding mad if you think we'll be going against the magistrate's orders.
No, I can't decide his fate. The court has to decide.
The magistrates of Kirkwall will pass judgment, not you or me.
I would like that to be true.
You don't understand how things work for us elves. There'll be no justice. You'll see.
Fine. I want to talk to you first.
You hurry it up. I haven't eaten all day.
Fine. Okay, maybe I should kill this guy. No. I can't be the Punisher. What the hell? Okay. Through this door. Still through the hour. Oh boy. Okay. Where did the arcane horror go? Cast this down. What the heck? I got launched. I'm going to do it. All will have my temperature. Tell me you got on. Ice ball. Alright, I get it now. I get it now. Make a huge maze.
Who are you? Please, can you get me out of here? I just want to go home.
Leah, Your father told us you were dead.
My father? Is he safe? Kelder said that he'd hurt my family if I didn't come with him.
Kedler? Kedler?
Who is Kelder?
The man who took me.
You escaped?
How did you escape your dastardly kidnapper? Kick to the groin, sand in the eyes, rock to the head?
Kelder? No, he let me go. I tried to make it to the entrance, but I hid when those creatures showed up. I thought I heard him calling for me. I almost went back to him. I didn't want to be eaten. But Kelder, he hit me, told me I was nothing. I begged him to stop hurting me. I didn't think he would, but out of nowhere, he pushed me away and just started crying. Don't you see? He didn't mean to hurt me. He told me. There are demons. They make him do these horrible things.
Demons?
What kind of demons? What did they look like?
I don't know what they look like. I didn't actually see any of them. But Kelder told me to run, to get away so they couldn't make him hurt me anymore. Please don't kill him. It's not his fault.
She is a child and does not understand. Her pity is admirable, but misplaced.
This isn't my decision. I tried telling that before.
I'm taking Kelder back to Kirkwall. They'll figure out what to do with him there.
Maybe they can help him.
Run to the entrance. You'll find your father there.
Real superpower energy. Superhero energy. Aww. And then I get trapped. I take back what I just said. There you go, Barry.
Let's finish this!
Onward. Hey, Kelder.
I knew my father would eventually send someone. I was hoping the beasts down here would get to me first.
You came here to die?
You wanted those creatures to kill you. Why?
It's what I deserve. I should be torn apart, forgotten down here, not protected by my father.
You aren't what I expected.
From the Magistrate's vague description, I expected a hardened criminal, not a whining coward.
He didn't tell you, did he? The Magistrate is my father. He's tried so hard to keep me, and what I've done, hidden away.
Not hard enough, so it seems.
He's protecting his position.
The Magistrate's more worried about keeping his job than doing his job.
Father is a good man. He tried to help, to stop me. But he can't. No one can. That elf girl, she had no right to be so beautiful, so perfect. The demons said she needed to be taught a lesson, like all the others. The Circle was supposed to help me, but they lied. They said there were no demons, that I was mad. This isn't my fault.
Why didn't you let the girl go?
Leah said you told her to run. Why?
I was crying, and she asked me if I was all right. After everything the demons made me do to her, she was concerned about me. How could I let them destroy something so good, so pure?
That's why you killed them?
Let me get this straight. You torture and murder elven children for being too beautiful.
I didn't want to hurt them. They forced me. The demons don't like it when they cry.
What a headache.
I'm not getting paid enough for this.
I can't stop. I've tried so many times. Please, you have to kill me. There's no other way.
He sees the truth of it. Allow me to grant his wish, if you will not.
No, we have to take him in.
He needs help, not a blade to the gut.
It may end the same way, eventually.
No! I don't want to hurt anyone else. I'd rather die.
Good on you, Hawke. Yeah, I'm like, no, thank you. And Evelyn's like, nah, we should just murder this guy. What? What? Good on you, Hawke. Thanks, Flemeth. I'm shocked that you see my way. So yeah, no problem. I'll be right here. And then Evelyn's like, nah, we should just kill this guy right now. That's mean.
Let me die.
Okay, let's hear you, Carver.
I'll go whenever you're ready.
Oh, wait, so he's a mage? Yeah, that makes sense why he's summoning demons.
Kelder, I said not to hurt you. I said...
Shush, girl. You don't know what you're saying. You're still in shock. You let him live, even after what he did? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You Shem stick together.
You kill him then.
He's right here. Finish him off if you like. I doubt he'll put up much of a fight.
No, Papa.
I need to get my family out of Kirkwall. That's the only way we'll be safe from that monster.
We'll take the prisoner from here. The magistrate will be happy to see him in one piece.
Oh, yeah, let's turn into our bone pit. And magistrate order. Yeah, let's turn those in first.
I thought all dwarves
Smart.
had beards. Where's yours?
I misplaced it, along with my sense of dwarven pride and my gold-plated noble cast pin.
I thought maybe it fell onto your chest.
Oh, the broody elf tells a joke.
I don't brood.
Friend, if your brooding were any more impressive, women would swoon as you passed. They'd have broody babies in your honor.
You're a very odd dwarf.
And you thought I was joking about the pin.
I don't know. I think I know most of the female fan base finds feminists attractive. I mean, I can't say for them, but I hear it on the grapevine.
I solved your problem.
So, what happened? One of the miners told me you rescued him from dragons. I cuffed him for lying.
Well, he wasn't. Go there and see the corpses for yourself.
But I thought they're extinct. I believe you. You made them extinct again? If it is safe, the miners can return to work.
I don't envy them.
I bet their first task will be cleaning up the entrails the last shift left behind.
A dragon killer and a mind reader. Wonderful. Let us discuss your payment. You have been a great help. Since you did so much more than I was expecting, how about we work together? I am offering a 50-50 share in the mine. You will make us both rich if you can keep your countrymen safe.
Why so generous?
Why would you share half your business with me?
I spent a decade honing my business instincts in Val Royeaux. I once sold a seat cushion to Empress Selene. Simply put, I have a good feeling about you. So, what do you say?
I'll do it for the workers.
Seems like the miners could use protection. And an advocate.
So, to our first order of business. We'll replace the lost workers. I will hire new hands. Plenty of desperate Ferelden's out there, but it will take some time. I need you to convince the surviving miners to return. They are holed up in Lowtown. Tell them the Bone Pit is safe again.
I'll see what I can do.
Yay. Hey, magistrate, your kid's safe.
I found your son.
Son? I don't know what you're talking about.
That's strange.
Is there another magistrate whose son murders children? What are the odds?
Keep your voice down.
Your tone says there's truth to this.
I am not going to lose my son because a handful of elves make up ridiculous stories. You'll not mention this again.
The secret won't last.
I won't talk, but he is known. How long before they connect him to you?
I will protect my family no matter the cost for Eldon. Would you do any different? Take your damned reward. I'm done here.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
I don't like some of the people you've been associating with, Carver.
Talk to my brother. He's the one in charge.
Maybe, but I know you get around. This city's full of people who are dead set on ending badly. I don't want to see you end up the same way.
Would asking you to stop spying on me help in the least?
No.
No.
More mages. You talk. I'm going to ask the guards about their training.
I know your face. I am Tobias. You and that man are both Hawks. I remember your father. Malcolm was a good man.
You wrote to my father.
I found a letter you sent. About a friend of his you could not name.
Ah, the Templar. Your father could not write to him directly, lest the Order find out.
The Templar?
He allowed your father to leave Kirkwall. Rule is not served by caging the best of us. A wise man.
So he was a bad Templar.
Sounds like he didn't quite understand the job.
Doubt can serve the faithful, even as it vexes them. I fear this has been lost. I will send the letters I held. It seems fitting that they return to family.
Thank you.
Such a friendship. Few like your father remain. Even fewer like the Templar. Rest well at the Maker's side, Sir Morivar Carver.
Go to the alienage. I mean the Dalish.
Nice hound, brother. More agreeable than most of your company. A few hundred of you, and we'd have taken Lothering. Or had a good shot. That's a good dog.
Mobars are good dogs.
Hello, Lord Carver.
We're still a long way from cowing Templars with our titles, brother.
Not happy with our progress? Be happy for Mother.
You could slap on a smile for a few days. For her sake.
She's not interested in what I think. She wants to provide for us, and you're making sure it happens. And when we're done, I don't know, I guess we'll sit around thinking about how great we used to be. Mother didn't even want that life back until we got dumped here. And you only care because we're under Templar scrutiny.
Fine. What would you do?
Very well, Carver. What's your plan?
I'd look forward. Make something new. Stop paying debts for old men. And if I had to go backward, I'm not looking for ancient names. I'd fix what's important. What went wrong.
We can't just go back.
We wouldn't need to if you'd done it right. Lothering was our home, not this place. We could have stood our ground. You could have stopped that ogre from killing Bethany.
You share the blame for that. Dang. He really just did that. Carver really just said that. He really just said that.
You own as much of that as I do.
I never claimed to be head of the family.
Neither did I, but someone had to save your ass. Well, good talk.
Brother. I feel... I don't know. It's like Mother taking everything out on us. She was just scared. I don't have a place in the life she is trying to bring back. I'm here if you need me. But I must find my own way.
Bruh. I wouldn't. I'm going to tap it again.
Here, I got you something.
Why?
A peace offering.
We ended on a tense note last time. Take it as you will.
These are by Father. Are you sure they aren't meant for you? I bet another mage could get more out of them. For your service that cannot be admitted, I ask that you accept this trinket and know that I shall respect your name. Thank you, Conscience of the Order, Sir Morivar Carver. Carver?
The Templar who allowed Father to leave Kirkwall. Your namesake.
A Templar? Have we met a Templar who isn't a colossal prig?
Better suits you. Sir Maneuver. I'm just butchered that name. He was a good one, though.
Father must have felt he was worth honoring.
A man who lets him look ahead. And a name that would always mean skill thoughtfully applied.
Seems like he thought it held some promise.
Not a link back, but how to go forward. That's what I was to him. I don't know what to say, except thank you.
Hey, don't mess with that Starkhaven guy. I'm not him. That sounds very gooey. Got some dank root.
Old Shemlin, your kind are not welcome among the Dalish.
What did you call me?
What's a Shemlin?
An elven slur for human.
It means you're not one of the people, and you should leave now.
What are the Dalish?
Who are you people?
We are the last of the Elven.
Keep that in mind, Hawke. Elves you see elsewhere, figments of your imagination.
They have given up their identity to live among Shemlin. They're Elven no more.
So, can I go in?
I'm not expecting tea and cakes. I just need to see someone.
There's nothing here for any human.
Wait. This is the one the Keeper spoke of.
A Shemlin? I thought he'd be an elf.
Enter the camp. Keeper Marithari has been waiting for you.
Cause trouble, and you'll meet our blades, stranger.
Marithari, I was told to bring you this amulet.
Andarana Tishan, travelers. Indeed, I am Keeper Marithari. Let me look at you. There is a light in your heart, human. Don't let it go out. You will need it. Tell me how this burden fell to you, child.
What does this amulet do?
Exactly what have I been carrying around? Is it magic?
It is a promise, child. Made by one whose word still has weight. And therefore, it has terrible power. There are few things in this world stronger than a promise kept. Remember that.
Were you expecting me?
Your guards said you spoke of me. How did you know I was coming?
I listened. To the wind, to the birds, as the hunters do, to my dreams. I watched the stars. There is great wisdom to be found all around us, if you know how to listen for it. But I was not certain. Nothing is certain.
Why bring the amulet here?
Are you the leader of these Dalish? Why did the witch tell me to bring this amulet to you?
I am the keeper of this clan. It is my task to guide my people and to ensure the old ways are not forgotten. As for Asha Bellinar, I am tied to her, just as you are, by a debt that must be repaid.
I always repay my dragons. Or the dragons.
A dragon fell from the sky, charred some darkspawn, then asked me to bring you this amulet. No big deal.
You are blessed by luck, then. I will pray that Mithal watches over your path. The amulet must be taken to an altar at the top of the mountain, and given a Dalish rite for the departed. Then, return the amulet to me. Do this and your debt will be repaid.
Are you going to teach me this rite for the departed?
I will send my first with you. She will see to it the ritual is done. And when it is complete, I must ask that you take her with you when you go.
Who are you sending?
Who is your first? First of what?
Your people would call her my apprentice, or heir. Meryl would have taken my place as keeper. But she has chosen a new path. Please, guide her safely from here.
As you wish.
If that's what you want.
It isn't what I want, but it is what she wants. You will find Meryl waiting for you on the trail just up the mountain. Dareth Shiral.
This mountain is cursed, I swear.
Oh, I didn't hear. You must be the one the Keeper told me about. Anethera.
I'm so sorry. I didn't ask your name. Unless... It's not rude to ask a human their name, is it? I'm Meryl, which you probably knew already. I'm rambling, sorry.
Who are you?
We didn't get a proper introduction.
I am... or was, I suppose. The first to keep a Marithari. I've studied the old ways for as long as I can remember. I know things. The law of the Dalish that can help us get to the summit of Sundermort.
What's the matter?
You seem awfully nervous.
I've never met a human before. Dalish mothers frighten their children with stories about you, you know. Not you, personally, of course. I'm sure they don't have any tales about you. Or not scary ones, at least. Not that you're not notable enough to have a story. I'll just shut up now.
Why leave your clan?
Why are you leaving the Dalish for Kirkwall?
I have to. Let's leave it at that for now, all right?
Did you do something wrong?
I get the feeling you're in trouble.
It's not like that. Not exactly. Anyway, the Keeper and I have disagreements, but it will sort itself out in time.
What was that all about?
Did you hear that strange noise?
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
This should be fun.
You'll have to work harder than that to offend me. My name's Hawke.
Thank you. I'm afraid I'm not very experienced with your kind. The Keeper said you came from Ferelden. I spent most of my life there. We only came north a few years ago. Have you been in the Free Marches long? Do you like it here?
Could be worse.
I miss the cold and the dirt. Kirkwall's not brown enough for me. But hey, no Darkspawn.
Ferelden wasn't that brown. The dirt and muck gave it character. I'll perform it when we get to the mountaintop. Getting there. I do know that you have Ashbelena's amulet, and we must bring it to the altar on the mountaintop. Nothing more.
I'm ready to go.
Let's get this over with.
It's sort of a long walk to the graveyard. I hope you wore comfortable shoes.
Go from Morgan. He's just rude. But that's kind of like Morgan. Meryl's just... she's awkward. She's awkward. I like Meryl.
The Keeper didn't mention you were a mage.
All Keepers know a bit of old magic. The stories tell us that all Elven once had the gift. But like so many things, it was lost. It's a Keeper's job to remember, to restore what we can.
What about the
Can't
demons?
Demons possess Dalish mages.
It can happen. And when it does, the clan must hunt and kill their own Keeper.
What about Templars?
Does the Chantry know about the Dalish mages?
Oh, they know. Keeper Marathari told me that was one of the reasons we never camped too long in one place. They usually won't pursue us if we stay away from the cities and towns and keep moving. But my clan is now in more danger, having lost our Hala.
Yet you risk the city's danger.
If you go to Kirkwall, you'll be an apostate in a city full of Templars.
I know. But if I don't go to Kirkwall, I'll be alone. A solitary elf is easy prey for anyone. In the city, I can get lost in the crowd.
Thanks for the help.
I'm glad you decided to pitch in back there.
Oh. Oh, you're welcome. I wasn't sure I'd be much good. I've done a little fighting before, but it was always alone. I'll try not to hit anyone. On our side, I mean. I'm babbling again. Let's go.
So the Keeper finally found someone to take you from here.
Yes.
Then finish your task quickly, human. We cannot be rid of this one too soon.
I'm sensing a story here.
I have made my choice. And I will save our clan whatever you think.
Nice mountain you got here. Very pointy.
Sundermount seems very mountainous today, doesn't it? Lots of rock.
And hillside.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Let's go. We should hurry.
Meryl's so adorable. You'll be hearing that from me a lot.
I'm sorry. You're not really seeing the Dalish at their best. We're good people that look out for each other. Just not today, apparently.
They seem real friendly.
But the Dalish are delightful. I was just thinking of inviting the whole clan over for tea.
I'm sure they'd never accept in a... Oh. Right. Sarcasm. Even if my people don't appreciate my efforts, I must see this through. Let's go. Ashbalanar isn't known for her patience.
I love sarcasm. Yeah, I guess you could say that's my middle name. They didn't clear out the cave of spiders. And Meryl got to that one. Or the graveyard. One step closer to the peak. What's back here? A pile of bones. What's beyond this barrier?
I can open the way forward. One moment.
Right. That was not normal.
That was blood magic.
Yes, it was blood magic, but I know what I'm doing. The spirit helped us, didn't it?
The demon, you mean? They don't keep helping.
Sure, demons are very helpful. Right up until they take your mind and turn you into a monster.
Well, yes. But that won't happen. I know how to defend myself. Be careful up ahead. Restless things prowl the heights. In the days of Arlathon, the elders came here to sleep. Uthanara, the endless dream they called it. But they don't sleep peacefully anymore.
Okay, time for big. Okay. No. Stop whatever you're doing. And die. Dude, I'm on the deck. Die, dude. Oh, he's doing smoke bomb. He's also smoke? He's doing smoke tribute? Nope.
I think it's safe now.
Boba better fight next time.
Place the amulet on the altar, and I'll begin the rite.
So, what? Touch the amulet to this altar? Like, what's going to happen? Amulet to this altar. Well, what's going to happen?
Aharin amalana salim. Emma ira au bella seviranan. Isalahamin vinanhim dofilas. In Uthanera narivas.
Here we are.
Under Anatishan Ashbalanar.
One of the people. I see. So young and bright. Do you know who I am, beyond that title?
I know only a little.
Then stand. The people bend their knee too quickly. So refreshing to see someone who keeps their end of a bargain. I half expected my amulet to end up in a merchant's pocket.
We made a deal.
I agreed to deliver the amulet, though you could have told me you were inside it.
Just a piece. A small piece, but it was all I needed. A bit of security, should the inevitable occur. And if I know my Morrigan, it already has.
Who is this Morgan?
Is that someone I should know?
She's a girl who thinks she knows what is what better than I or anyone. And why not? I raised her to be as she is. I cannot expect her to be less.
I'm not sure whether she's your daughter or your enemy.
Neither is she.
Are you real?
I don't understand. Are you some kind of vision?
Must I be in only one place? Bodies are such limiting things. I am but a fragment cast adrift from the whole, a bit of flotsam to cling to in the storm.
What do you mean?
A fragment?
You do not need to understand, child. Know only that you may have saved my life, just as I once saved yours. An even trade, I think.
Why not come yourself?
Why did you need me to bring you here?
Because I had an appointment to keep. And because I did not want to be followed, you smuggled me here quite nicely.
So what now?
You have plans, I take it?
Destiny awaits us both, dear boy. We have much to do. Before I go, a word of advice. We stand upon the precipice of change. The world fears the inevitable plummet into the abyss. Watch for that moment, and when it comes, do not hesitate to leap. It is only when you fall that you learn whether you can fly.
Must be nice to have wings.
Cheap advice from a dragon.
We all have our challenges.
Are we going to regret bringing her here?
Regret is something I know well. Take care not to cling to it, to hold it so close that it poisons your soul. When the time comes for your regrets, remember me. As for you, child, step carefully. No path is darker than when your eyes are shut.
Maceranus Ashabelenar.
Now the time has come for me to leave. You have my thanks and my sympathy.
And let's go.
It occurs to me, I don't know how Sandamount got its name. Certainly isn't Elven, is it?
Macerana's child, your debt is paid in full. It isn't too late to change your mind, Alain.
Dareth Shiral, Keeper. I'm ready. Let's depart.
Elganon. Is this really where the elves live?
Not the prettiest part of Kirkwall, but it doesn't have a view of the giant chains. But take what you can get.
I didn't think it would be so... I've never seen so many people in one place before. It seems so lonely.
Think of it as an adventure.
Working your way up will be fun. Alright, that was a lie. It won't be fun.
Some adventurer I am. Barely set out and I'm already daunted. Thank you for everything. For all your help. Will you come visit me? Not now, of course. But maybe later. I could use a friend.
I will.
Of course. But only because you used that "you kicked my puppy" voice.
Thank you. Oh, I'm thanking you too much, aren't I? I mean it, though.
But I cannot guarantee his safety if he continues to resist Templar
What was this
jurisdiction.
about?
He's just
Hey, Thrust, what's this about?
He's an apostate. I am sorry for your loss, mistress. But I can offer your son mercy only if he turns himself in.
I'm trying to find him, but...
The Templars cannot tolerate apostates.
Your son's an apostate?
I'm guessing that Templar wasn't here to offer your son his good wishes.
I am Ariane. My boy, Fenrir. He's all I have. All my family. When I learned he had magic, I could not bear to send him to the Circle. But his connection to the Fade, it gives him nightmares. Dreams of demons speaking in his mind. I would rather lose him to the Circle than to himself.
Tell me about these nightmares.
What kind of dreams is he having?
He dreams of demons, calling to him, pulling him into their world. Every day, it grows harder to wake him. That is why I turn to the Circle. They are the only ones that can protect a mage from his own powers.
What exactly happened?
Tell me the whole story.
I learned years ago that my son likely had magical talent, but we could not bear the thought of him locked in the gallows. So we hid. When the nightmares began, Fenrir still refused to contact the Circle. But I truly think they are the only people who might save his life.
Where's Fenrir now?
Did your son run away?
He learned I had contacted Sir Thrask. He felt I betrayed his trust. He thinks he can live free of the Circle, but I am afraid without proper training, he'll kill himself.
Are you Dalish?
Those look like Dalish tattoos. Why do you live in the city?
I was born to the Dalish, but came to Kirkwall for a time and dallied with a human merchant, Vincento. When I found I was with child, neither Vincento nor my tribe wished the burden of an elf-blooded human infant. I raised Fenrir myself, here in the alienage.
That is a problem. I'll bring him back.
I promise you will see your son again.
Then you have given me the greatest blessing of maker or man. I don't know where Fenrir is gone, but there are 2 places you might start your search. Sir Thrask has been looking for him. If you speak to him in the gallows, he'll be able to tell you what ground he's already covered. And Fenrir's father, Vincento, recently returned from Antiva. He's a merchant in the Lowtown Bazaar. Fenrir might have sought him out.
What is Thrask like?
Tell me about this Templar.
I believe he's a good man. He doesn't hate mages, but sees what it took me too long to realize. Even the best-intentioned mages are at the mercy of their sleeping minds. There are other Templars who are much less sympathetic.
Tell me about Vinistio.
You and Fenrir's father are not married?
Vincento had no desire for a wife or an elf-blooded child. I haven't seen him since the day I told him. I have written, though, to keep him informed about his child. Fenrir wanted to meet him.
Veneto. It's pretty cool. I'll go right now.
I will not leave you fearful for a moment longer than necessary.
He ought to have his own life. Out from the shackles of the Circle. Everyone should.
Don't coddle this boy. If he is a mage, he's dangerous and belongs in the Circle.
Thank you. It has been a lonely time hiding. It's almost a relief to finally confront this openly.
Good to see you again. Your wife is over her
I'll
sickness.
try.
The worst is over. Pray she'll get better soon. I've missed too much work already.
I've never met a dwarf before.
That's because you've spent too much time frolicking in the woods, Daisy. Dwarves don't frolic.
Dalish don't really frolic either. Not in the woods, anyway.
You have sanctioned frolicking areas?
No, just not in the woods. The trees get jealous.
But you do frolic.
Of course we do. We wouldn't be elves otherwise.
You're Hawke, aren't you? You used to work with the Fenrir.
Hey, this is the one that rescued me from them dragons. A fellow for Eldon, no less.
1,000 thanks for saving Jansen's worthless hide.
Worthless, am I? My farm supplied eggplant to half of the South Reach.
Yeah? My eggplant supplied half the bastards in South Reach.
You're a real hero. Now what brings you here?
You've had your fun.
Shuffle off to the mine and let me finish those pints for you.
Come back to that blight taking hold? I need work, but I don't need to be some dragon's dinner. What if there's more dragons later? Or something worse like, bigger dragons?
I go back to the missus without this job. She'll rip me apart sure as any dragon.
What can we do? That bastard Hugh is the only one willing to hire us.
How about raise?
Would you go back for twice your previous salary?
Wow. Well, I
trust these teas, Jansen. Take it. We can drown our sorrows every night. And not with his dark town swill either.
Back to work, boys. I'm happy to take more of Hubert's coin.
Here. What?
Gather round, all. I bring you a priceless treasure. From the highest heights of Mount Davros it's travelled. A pouch of Andraste's ashes. Verified by the scholar Genitivi, these ashes cure any ailment and provides virility in more intimate matters. Do I have a volunteer?
I'll try.
Just a small pinch, Sarah. There you go.
My God! It's gone!
Cured by the Maker himself!
That's enough. Clear out, you charlatans.
Charlatan?
Every coin those swindlers nab goes straight to the carters' coffers. They must be stopped.
I don't think... The ashes are real, though. What do you mean, charlatan? Oh, hey, your kid's, dying.
Greetings, Sarah. You look like a man who'd be interested in the finest Antivan steel to grace his hand. I bring only the best northern merchandise to the free marches.
Actually, I'm more interested in your son.
Son? I have never had that privilege, Sarah. My poor wife, she's back in Antiva and cannot see me often with my travels. Let us not ruin the day with such weighty thoughts. Perhaps I could show you my silks.
I know you're scared for him.
We're not Templars, Sarah. Fenrir has nothing to fear from us.
Maldición, you are a mage. I suppose you'd be kind then to a boy who resists being taken in by Templars?
To an elf-blooded child abandoned by his human father? Of course we would.
Yes, evidently so.
The boy's in over his head. So I sent him to the only man I know who doesn't despise mages. A former Templar named Samson.
A Templar?
Why would a Templar help him?
His conscience plagues him, having served the Templars too long. He now helps mages on the run. He stays out of sight during the day. At night, he stays near Dark Town. That's the best place to find him.
Now, what's this about Andraste's ashes? And charlatans? Swindler?
Not a step closer. No refunds on the ashes, friend. If the Maker doesn't favor you, that's between you and him, isn't it? Don't say I didn't...
Don't say I didn't warn you. It's almost dead. I bet Galen's working with these guys. I just know he is. Well, those swindlers are dead.
Those charlatans won't be bothering anyone again.
Did you say something? I didn't hear you. And clumsy me. I seem to have dropped a coin purse in your hand.
Thank you. Okay, who's giving me my
beard, elf? Elves don't grow beards.
Huh. I thought maybe you shaved it off in a fit of broody pique.
So you're a funny dwarf. I've heard about the Circle of Magi outside of the Imperium, but I've never been in one. Are you certain it's wise for you to be here?
I'll blend in.
Oh, I'm sure nobody will notice little old me. Don't you worry.
Very reassuring. This seems more like a prison. I wonder if it's more effective than the Circle I know.
What's it like in Tevinter?
How is the Imperial Circle of Magi different?
Once upon a time, it was as it is here. The Chantry watched the Magisters closely for any signs of corruption or weakness. Then it changed. The Magisters were permitted to watch over their own, and Templars kept only to enforce the law. What happened next was inevitable. The Magisters rule again, as powerful as they ever were.
Why did it change?
You said the Chantry used to watch the Magisters. Why did they stop?
You must remember that the attitude towards magic is different in Tevinter. Magisters came from wealthy families, bloodlines that had nurtured magical talent for countless generations. The Chantry was not trying to control poor peasants, but the scions of the greatest houses in the Imperium.
Weren't they defeated?
I thought the Magisters had been thrown down by the Chantry.
On the contrary, Andraste never defeated the Imperium. A great army conquered the south, but not the north. The Magisters eventually surrendered to the Chantry, but they did so on their terms. They kept their influence. Thus, they reclaimed what they lost over the centuries. Some battles are lost by inches.
How is it inevitable?
You're saying the same thing could happen here?
If the mages were permitted to be their own watchers, of course. It is too easy for a mage to resort to blood magic if they feel the need is great enough. A mage can desire power, justice, revenge, protection. Any cause will do, and then they are lost.
So this is the answer?
You're saying that locking mages up is better?
All I am saying is the Imperium offers no answer. All that Andraste did long ago to end the tyranny of magic has been undone.
She freed our people as well, but it was your Chantry that ended that.
And who enslaved us in the first place? Don't be naive. Power corrupts, as they say, and mages have power enough already.
Are the Magisters so terrible?
You talk about the Magisters as if they are all evil.
I have no doubt that some are good and noble men, strong enough to resist temptation. But how many temptations do you wish to offer a man before he will give in? Blood magic is everywhere in Tevinter, from the lowliest apprentice up to the Archon himself.
How do you know that?
You can't have seen this for yourself.
Daenerys talked about it often. Of course they say it's forbidden. Behind the smiles and closed doors, however, it's a different matter. To be a Magister in Tevinter is to be glorious. To be a powerful Magister in Tevinter, that is worth any price.
It's wrong to oppress mages. The circle doesn't work.
According to everything I've seen, the circle can't control mages anyhow.
And what is the alternative? Freedom is a noble ideal, but I see no oppression here. I see fear and danger. But enough. I'm sure we came here for a reason.
Are you the Templar who's pursuing the boy Fenrir?
I did not realize his name was known so widely. Perhaps you know Ariane from when she was with the Dalish.
We don't all know each other. There are a lot of clans, you know.
Are you a friend of his?
Tell me about Fenrir.
Have you met him? What is he like?
From his mother's description, he sounds much like any youngster we bring to the Circle. Frightened of his gift, resentful at losing his freedom, convinced he is the one exception to our laws. Hardly someone you would wish the power to murder people with his mind.
I want to help Fenrir.
No young boy should have to face down demons alone.
It is surprising what sympathies mages evoke. I always expect people to be more wary of their powers than touched by their struggles.
Not all of us are.
If we do not find Fenrir soon, it will not matter. Either he will be taken by the demons, or by less mystical predators. And I have said more than enough on the topic. This is a Templar matter, and we will be handling it.
And you don't need help?
Seems like you Templars could use all the help you can get.
True. It is surely not in the lad's best interests to turn away anyone who seeks to find him. There is a Templar, former Templar, by the name of Samson. He left the Order due to philosophical differences. He has been known to help mages flee Kirkwall. If Fenrir went to him, Samson wouldn't tell me. He stays out of sight by day, but I've seen him at night, near the entrance to Darktown.
People talk
Thank
about
you.
the Circle like it's a prison. It's no different than anywhere in Thedas.
You've probably never met a Dalish before, have you?
I wouldn't know.
I'm sure you'd be able to tell. Dalish aren't much like the elves in the cities.
The smug sense of superiority does give you away.
Certainly your people have stories about the Dalish, no?
My people?
The elves in Tevinter. They must have heard of us.
They've heard. They just don't care.
But if they run away, the Dalish would help them.
You might as well say. If they flew into the sky, they could live in the clouds.
What would they eat in the clouds? There's nothing there but fluff and the occasional bird.
This is why nobody takes the Dalish seriously.
Good point.
I think you let this get away from you.
You found this? I don't know what to say.
Just say thank you. Viscount son.
Huh. Well, I just lost a sovereign. Didn't think you'd stoop to our kind again. Or are you not too proud to make some coin?
What's the job?
Pride usually hasn't been my downfall.
Since you stormed off, we don't have anyone who can quite work your magic. If you know what I mean. I sent some men to fence a bit of cargo down at the docks. Haven't seen them since. I'd pay good silver for the safe return of them, or the goods.
What kind of goods?
Want to tell me what you were selling?
We were trying to make a deal with the Carta. Those Orzammar dwarves. They like luxury items. Fine fabrics, a cask of caviar, an aged wine. Anything one can liberate from a Hightown merchant.
Who's missing?
Is this anyone I know?
When you left, we had to take on New Ferelden. Volunteers. Lad named Price was leading them. No one of your caliber.
Where did I go?
Where were they last seen?
They were supposed to meet down by the docks, under cover of darkness. I know you're familiar with the concept.
I'll do it.
Consider it a deal.
Good. Go to the docks tonight. My boy Price was supposed to meet our buyers from the Carta there. Maybe you can find out what happened.
Let's tie up some loose ends. And then go get Anders. Because he seems to go by fast. Paramount?
Lord Harrimont, what do we do with the human?
Stand down. He's not our foe.
What was that about?
Assassins. The boat to Ravane is within sight, but the Carta would see me dead before I get there. How would you like to make some coin?
Oh? You're a lord?
I've never seen a dwarven lord.
You still haven't. If you're looking at him in daylight, he's not a lord anymore.
I'm Renville Harrimont, the last of my house. My family was once revered in Orzammar. Now I'm nothing but a surfacer on the run.
What happened to the Harrimont line? Why is the Carta after you?
You must have greatly angered the Carta for them to attack you with so many witnesses around.
My family was murdered one by King Balin, after my uncle failed to claim the throne. Balin's reach is long, and his vengeance a terrible thing to behold.
Huh. I thought Balin died.
I'll clear the way for you, Harrimont.
Dispatch these ruffians and I'll pay you what I can now. And by the ancestors, I will reward you proper when I am safe. What is your name?
Hawke.
A good name. I will remember it.
The Carta has several groups lying in wait for us. Take the battle to them.
Harrimont spoke to you, didn't he? Whatever reward he offered, we'll offer you more to kill him.
No. I work for Harrimont, always and ever.
How about I take care of you instead?
Stupid bastard!
I got double kill. All this is reclaim those. Okay, let's go find more of them.
The alien that is dirty and cramped and full of awful elements. You from the south? Got that wide-eyed look.
Kirkwall ain't what it used to be.
Kirkwall does feel so lived in compared to Ferelden. There's a lot of NPCs around. Whoa. Oh wow. You do the one furthest away from everyone. Perfect, Hawke. Perfect. Perfect. Don't hate the players. Don't hate the Hawke, hate the players. Shut up. Nice work. That's a lot. Too bad I guess they don't fight mages often. Stay back. Don't come near me. Did I say you could come near me? Stinking Carta? Oh, he just exploded! I love that! It's so gory!
I am about to fall.
About to? Hey, Harrimont, those guys are dead.
I wager you've a bright future ahead of you. Take this. More will come, as promised.
May the stone look after you.
No problem, Paramount. I got you. We're going to go do the herbalist task, get this last ingredient, and then we're going back to Anders. I was about to say, where am I?
Out of your element, dwarf?
No thanks to this lot, can't get a decent blade at a bargain anymore. You, though, you're what a man needs. A skilled enthusiast.
What are you talking about?
You can start making sense any time now.
My manners. Javaris Tintop, merchant and investor. I need forward thinkers to help court the Qunari.
Court the Qunari? Maker, think of the children.
Those hornheads in Kirkwall have a powder that explodes, and it's just dust. No lyrium, no demons. Anyone can use it.
I often look at every second idiot and think, he needs more power.
It sounds like magic.
So it's some kind of Qunari magic. What use is that to a dwarf?
If it is magic, it's a kind you can assemble, and dwarves do that very well. But that Arishok, he won't deal, and I have the same mercenary disease as their outcasts, the Talvashoth. He says I'm not worthy, but he had this look in his eyes, so I figure I'll hire some blades and...
And you're going to prove yourself by killing Talvashoth outlaws.
Problem being, I'm no warrior, but I can pay.
Dwarves don't have explosives?
Your people must have something like that already.
Small things, shaped to crack faults, not shatter the earth. Plus, they're mostly lyrium. Expensive, poisonous, the chantry controls it topside, the glow makes you a target. Problem after problem.
But magic already does this.
What's the point, when we already have magic that can do the same thing?
Maybe you have magic, all tough and human and whatnot. But what of the common man? How does he remove stumps from his land, or produce them on his enemies? What does he do when he needs a hole far too fast? Magic is hard to market. But this stuff you can put in a bag.
I'll do it to hunt outlaws.
I suppose there could be a reward for these Talvashoth.
As long as you do it, I'm happy. Now, best I could figure, they're up the Wounded Coast, a whole camp. Take their heads off and meet me at the compound in Kirkwall. Get this right, and we'll be richly rewarded. Richly.
Black Powder Promise. That's what I say. This doesn't look like the same Sundermount path. You know where Ironbark is. Tell me where.
Oh, Merrill. So you've returned. How has your time been among the Shemlin?
It's been nothing but roses and rainbows, Master Island. The alienage is lovely in the spring. The collapsing shacks and drunken brutes are nicely offset by the knee-deep mud.
This path has been of your own choosing, Merrill. A path that has saddened the clan greatly.
Perhaps if the clan was more accepting of the ancient ways and not so mired in fear.
Enough! We will not bicker like children in front of strangers. We cannot undo what is done. My apologies for that display. Perhaps we can start again. You've returned. Is there something you need?
I'm looking for Ironbark.
Do you have any pure ironbark in stock?
What use is ironbark to you? I've never met a Shem who could bend it to his will. Either way, I'm out of stock. I do know where it can be found, but it is impossible to retrieve. Our people were forbidden from venturing to the area after we lost 2 of our best hunters there.
Why forbid your hunters?
What happened that warriors as skilled as the Dalish refused to venture to the area?
Your respect for our hunters is most surprising, stranger. The place is overrun by darkspawn. If we tried to eradicate them, we would risk the precious few hunters we have left. I'll show you where the area is. What you do with the information is up to you. What are you doing? Work with the grain of the wood, not against it.
Sorry, Master Alan.
I told you that you were doing it wrong.
Shut up.
Someone's always trying to claim the streets. If you make them safe to travel at night, someone will reward you.
Hopefully.
Can't we talk about this? No?
Fireball. We have 2 or 3.
Thank you. I thought them coterie men had me for sure. I guess the whole thing was a trap. There were no dwarves when I went to make the trade, just coterie waiting to kill us. They got the rest of the boys. I ran. I was hoping they wouldn't find me here, but they did.
Where's Courtry?
Is that Athenril's rival criminal guild or something?
More like she's their rival. A small one at that. What I hear is the coterie controls most crime in Kirkwall, and they don't like competition.
What will you do now?
So will you be running home to tell Mama crime doesn't pay?
My mama was ripped in two by one of them big horned darkspawn. It's just me and my sisters now. Working for Athenril's the only way to feed the girls.
What was that FOV? Keep the goods and start over.
Why not take what Athenril gave you and start fresh somewhere outside of Kirkwall?
What do you mean?
There's always work to be found on farms for a healthy young man.
My father was a farmer, before the Darkspawn got him. I'd rather do that than work for Athenril. I'll get my sisters. Please, make sure she doesn't come after us.
Can't make any promises. Easy. Oh, peer pressure. This is the warehouse. Time to pay them a visit.
Bombs!
Ah, you had to get in my your FOV to hit me. Nope, wrong person. Oh, nice. Hey, stop that.
More enemies approach.
I don't like that. Why would you do that? Why would you throw me like a pig? That's not nice. That's not nice. Why would you throw me like a pig? Fireball.
I'm exhausted! I can't keep this up!
Yeah, Varric did not have this in the bag.
I'm exhausted! I'm exhausted!
Oh, I thought she was flying. And then they're still coming. You know what? More mana. And I'm already out of mana. But at least I killed like legit 6 people.
On our bad side. Seems to be unhealthy.
No, that was the local area. Hey, your job's done.
Well, are you here to socialize, or did you bring my goods?
I gave the goods away.
I made a charitable contribution to immigrant welfare.
You what? You gave my goods away to that pockmarked brat? You soft-hearted Ferelden bastard. I should have known better than to trust any of you. Don't even think about working with me again.
Not yet. Shem oversees the docks.
Myrtle's house. Might be here.
I didn't think you'd come. I'll find something relatively clean for you to sit on. Can I get you something to eat or drink? I have water.
Water. A lovely place you have here.
It's cozy. And your furry friends are charming.
Oh, are the rats back? I thought I'd found all their holes. I wanted to thank you for bringing me here, but I'm making a mess of it.
Did you really?
I'm sure I could think of a better way for you to thank me.
And I'm sure that I'm acting like a fool. I haven't exactly had many friends. Not even among my own clan. This is... tricky.
Why didn't you have any friends?
What made you unpopular with the Dalish?
Being first to the Keeper, I was always a bit secluded. I studied magic and history while the others were learning the Via Tanadal. It's good that I left. I'd have made a terrible keeper. I was never that good with people.
You'll make friends. You're doing fine.
You seem to be getting the hang of it already.
I'm glad you think so. Thank you for coming to visit me, Hawke. It means a lot to me.
Oh yeah? How about another conversation?
This city is amazing. Do you know I saw someone get mugged? Right outside. It was fascinating. Everything happens here all at once. How does anyone keep it all straight?
Muggings are fascinating.
Someone is jumped outside your door, and that's exciting.
It must be the alien age greeting. Hasn't happened to me yet, though. They must not like me. It's so busy here. So many things just get... lost.
They must not like you. Feeling homesick?
Do you miss the Dalish?
I miss Haren Pyval's stories. The creaking of Aravels in the breeze. The city is so busy and confusing. And the elves here are not like my clan. But I'll get used to Kirkwall in time.
Have the Templars spotted you?
The Templars haven't found you, have they?
I've been careful, even among the Dalish. Keepers never work magic in public. And I think the Templars don't even see me. I'm just another elf in the alienage.
It's an adventure.
Think of it like a game. You can pick up all the things people drop and overlook. Maybe count them.
I think they mostly drop garbage. I'm glad you came by. I needed someone to talk to.
Well, let's head to Fenris's mansion. Is that? That is the same concept art. Okay, Fenris, what do you want to talk about?
Agrigio Pavali. There are 6 bottles in the cellar. Denarius used to have me pour it for his guests. My appearance intimidated them, he said, which he enjoyed.
He sounds like a terrible man. Quite the host.
Nothing like a bit of fear with your wine.
That's what Denarius used to say. It's good I can still take pleasure in the small things.
This can't be easy.
You've had a difficult life.
I'd rather not speak more of it.
Are you certain? I'm willing to listen.
to my whining? Very charitable of you. I've wanted to leave my past behind me, but it won't stay there. Tell me, have you never wanted to return to Ferelden?
Lothering is gone.
I have no home left to return to.
The Blight is over. You could rebuild what you lost. Do you truly not want to?
My family is here.
My mother came from Kirkwall. Our heritage is here.
Having a place where you can put down roots, I understand. Still, to have the option must be gratifying.
You're staying in Kirkwall.
Do you intend to keep living here?
I haven't decided. For now, it's as good as any other place. I would return to Saharan if I could, but there is no life for me there.
Saharan?
Is that where you're from?
So I've been told.
You don't remember?
Were you very young when you left then?
Perhaps.
How long since you escaped?
You've been on the run a long time then.
3 years now. Denarius has a way of finding me. Perhaps it is the markings. Whatever the means, it never takes him long to follow. This is the first time I've given him reason to pause. I suppose there are advantages in numbers.
You've been alone?
Haven't you sought help before?
Hirelings, when I could steal the coin. Never anyone of substance. Until you. Denarius will not give up, however. I await his return.
Are you sure?
What if he does give up? What then?
Then I go to him. I will not live with a wolf at my back.
Why bother?
You won't let sleeping dogs lie?
No. I am no fool.
Where is Daenerys now?
You could track your former master down, I assume.
I imagine he has returned to Minrathous, though I dare not go near the city while he is alive. No, it is better to wait for him to leave his fortress, fight from a fortified position. I do not expect your help when that day comes, but I would not turn it aside.
You can make a home here.
Maybe it's just me, but it sounds like you want to stick around.
We shall see. I should thank you again for helping me against the hunters.
Yes, you should.
Had I known Ansel would find me a man so capable, I might have asked him to look sooner.
Happy to help.
It turned out well enough.
It did at that. I will not keep you longer. Another time, perhaps.
Yes, another time.
Is brooding a sport in Tevinter? Do they hold competitions? Hand out trophies for the best scowls?
I'm not brooding.
Moping, then? You seem like you're a champion at it.
I'm perfectly content at the moment.
Oh, so that's you smiling. Glad you clarified that. I'd never have known.
Thank you very much for the help earlier, Varric.
You made it back to the alienage in one piece, then?
I don't know how I wound up in Darktown. There are just too many corners in Kirkwall.
Still got that ball of twine?
I left it at my house. Don't worry, I won't get lost while we're following Hawke.
Bring it next time, Daisy. Just in case.
So that ball of twine. Yeah, like no one else will pick it up on the way. We're back to the Ferelden ports. $200 XP for donating 5 sovereigns. Steal.
You again. What do you want?
Can I help?
Is there a way I can assist these people?
If you've coin to spare, we won't turn it down. Donations go in the box up front. Anything else?
I'm looking for someone.
I hear you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden.
Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of is sitting on the throne. We're out of the Blight's path now. Why would you need a warden?
The healer was one of them once, wasn't he? A warden?
Well, he's not now, and busy enough without answering fool questions about it.
I won't bother him.
Then I'll only ask very smart questions.
I do not joke, Sirrah. You see what our people face in Kirkwall. They have no jobs, no homes. Most can barely buy bread. This healer, he serves them without thought for coin. He's closed their wounds, delivered their children.
And yet he needs to hide.
He's a good man. I won't lose him to the blighted Templars.
Lose him to the Templars?
You mean he's a mage?
Would I stick my neck out for some purveyor of hensbane and leeches? He doesn't want to be locked in the gallows just for using the gifts the Maker gave him.
Well, that seems reasonable.
I can hardly blame him.
I suppose it isn't my secret to keep. Anders has certainly been free enough with his services. Refugees in Darktown know to find the healer, look for the lit lantern. If you have need enough, Anders will be within.
Please, my mother. Don't let her lose another baby.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, we heard you in there asking about the healer. We know what happens to mages in this town. And it ain't gonna happen to him.
I won't hurt him.
I'm not turning your healer over to the Templars.
Right. Like anyone turns down the reward for an apostate. Let's shut their mouths.
Bro, don't they know I'm also a mage?
How many of you got, Hawke?
Ferelden in the guard. What will they think of next?
You have a problem with that?
Me? My family's not native either. I'm just surprised. A lot of old prejudice in the guard.
I'll give them plenty of reason to change their minds.
You know, it's possible they're just scared shitless of you. That's my theory, anyway.
This place looks familiar.
Made this place a sanctum of healing and salvation. Why do you threaten it?
Are you the Grey Warden?
Strange occupation for a warden. Aren't you more about taint and death, not healing and salvation?
Did the warden send you to bring me back? I'm not going. Those bastards made me get rid of my cat. Poor Sir Pouncelot. He hated the deep roads.
Hey, I'm not the reason your cat's gone.
You had a cat named Sir Pouncelot? In the deep roads?
He was a gift. A noble beast. Almost got ripped in half by a Genlock once. He swatted the bugger on the nose. Drew blood, too. The blighted warden said he made me too soft. I had to give him to a friend in Amaranthine.
I wonder who that friend is. Can people leave the Wardens?
I've always heard that joining the Wardens is for life.
That's only partly true. The hopelessly tainted by the Darkspawn and plagued by nightmares about the Archdemon parts don't go away. But it turns out if you hide well, you don't have to wear the uniform or go to the parties.
What are you doing out here then?
So you came to Kirkwall just to escape the Wardens?
You say that like it's a small thing. Yes. I'm here because there's no Warden outpost, no Darkspawn, and a whole host of refugees to blend in with. And some reasons of my own.
I want your help.
I'm part of an expedition into the deep roads. Any information you have could save people's lives.
I will die a happy man if I never think about the blighted deep roads again. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested. Although, a favor for a favor. Does that sound like a fair deal? You help me, I'll help you.
What's the favor?
Let's be more specific. I don't do anything involving children or animals.
I have a warden map of the depths in this area, but there's a price. I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend, a mage, a prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Help me bring him safely past them, and you shall have your maps.
Who is this mage?
Tell me about your friend.
His name is Carl Thekla. He was sent here from Ferelden when Kirkwall Circle required new talent. His last letter said the Knight Commander was turning the Circle into a prison. Mages are locked in their cells, refused appearances at court, made tranquil for the slightest crimes. I told him I would come.
The Circle? A prison?
Are these accusations true?
Ask any mage in Kirkwall. Over a dozen were made tranquil just this year. The more people you ask, the worse the rumors become.
What is your plan?
How do you plan to break him out of the gallows?
I'm hoping it won't come to that. I sent Carl a message to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Maker willing, he'll be there, alone. But if there are Templars with him, I swear I'll free him from them, whatever the cost.
How did the Templars find out?
What do the Templars know of your plans?
I don't know. I had been exchanging notes with Carl through a maidservant in the gallows, and the letters stopped coming.
Help him escape the Circle?
You want to make your friend an apostate?
That's such a weighted term. Yes, Andraste said magic should serve man, not rule him. But I've yet to find a mage who wants to rule anything. It goes against no will of the Maker for mages to live as free as other men.
Mages need their freedom.
Forcing mages into servitude is not the way to prevent the rise of another Imperium.
That's not usually the response I get. Perhaps we will work together better than I expected.
You want me to fight Templars?
I'm not sure about attacking Templars. I might rather take my chances with the Darkspawn.
If we fight the Templars, it is because they decide that anyone who befriends a mage deserves death without questioning. These are my terms. If you want my aid with your expedition, meet me in the Chantry tonight. I have sent word to Carl to be there. Maker willing, we will all leave free men.
Maker willing. Poisons.
I would like to know more about being a guard, Aveline.
I don't think that's the job for you.
I know, but it might help me not get caught.
You probably shouldn't have said that part.
Why?
Just... never mind.
I saw Carl go inside a few minutes ago. No Templars so far. Are you ready?
I didn't see anyone suspicious out here. Let's do this fast.
All right. I'll handle the talking. You watch for Templars.
Yep, I'm good at that.
When we find Carl, just let me talk to him.
Hey, Carl.
Anders, I know you too well. I knew you would never give up.
What's wrong? Why are you talking like...
I was too rebellious, like you. The Templars knew I had to be... made an example of.
No!
How else will mages ever master themselves? You'll understand, Anders. As soon as the Templars teach you to control yourself. This is the apostate.
No!
You will never take another mage as you took him.
Yeah, tranquility, especially on someone that doesn't want it. That's a little too far. Just a little bit. I see why Anders is upset. Anders is a bit angry. I get it. Tranquility's not controlled.
Anders, what did you do? It's like you brought a piece of the Fade into this world. I had already forgotten what that feels like.
That's a good question.
What did you do? Not the Fade part. The angry glowing bit.
It's like a gateway to the Fade inside you, glowing like a beacon.
I have some unique circumstances, yes. But Carl, what happened? How did they get you?
The Templars here are far more vigilant than in Ferelden. They found a letter I was writing you. You cannot imagine it, Anders. All the color, all the music in the world, gone. I would gladly give up my magic. But this... I'll never be whole again.
The poor man.
Please, kill me before I forget again. I don't know how you brought it back, but it's fading.
Carl, no.
Is there no other way?
Maybe we can find a cure.
Can you cure a beheading? The dreams of tranquil mages are severed. There is nothing left of them to fix.
I would rather die a mage than live as a Templar puppet.
Do as he asks.
I would rather die than be tranquil. Help him.
I got here too late. I'm sorry, Carl. I'm so sorry.
Now! It's fading! Why do you look at me like that?
Goodbye. We should leave before more Templars come.